¿Cómo están, amigos? Esta vez estamos con Shawn Achor, una celebridad en el tema de la felicidad de Harvard, y vamos a hacerle unas preguntas. How are you, Shawn? How are you doing?
I'm great. This has been so much fun.
You know, you smile like a kid.
Well, that's good. Good. Kids have access to joy that we don't sometimes, so that's a good compliment.
So, are you having a good time here at the Oaxaca?
I am. This has been amazing. I loved being on the panel with you. I loved getting to hear your work. I love getting to see how many different ways people approach happiness and give it to the world.
So, according to you, what's the best way that this happiness thing is really taking off? What's the best way to apply it?
I think the thing that I've got excited about is that companies and schools seem to be excited about promoting this idea. Like, it's not something that just happens at home. This is something we could do while at work or while at school. And it could be as simple as thinking of things you're grateful for each day that are new. And by practicing and making gratitude a habit, making it a daily ritual that we've been finding in the research, it gets people who might have been pessimistic or living in difficult life circumstances to actually become more optimistic and actually start to change that environment for the better.
At what point in your life you decided that this was your calling, your path in life?
I went through 2 years of depression while I was at Harvard, so I hit rock bottom.
You had menopause, right?
Yeah, that too. I had pretty much everything, and anxiety, and I think I had success from the educational side. Like, I was at a really good school, but it didn't create happiness. And what I started realizing was that all these successful people, that success didn't lead to happiness, so there had to be another path. If success doesn't lead to happiness, could you flip it around? So I looked at, could we actually create happiness before success could occur? And what we found was that practicing these daily rituals, making them part of our lives, making them part of our companies and schools, we could actually not only choose happiness, but sustain it. But in doing so, it became this incredible advantage in people's lives. Every success outcome improved, their educational outcomes improved. So now what we're seeing is companies realizing that if they really want to achieve more in our society, they actually have to help more people find happiness.
You that have been working all over the world with corporations for how long? For the last 10 years?
More than a decade, yeah.
What's the switch, the difference you've seen, the progress you've seen with these companies since the day you started till today?
I think a shift's occurred. I'm sure you've seen it with the work that you do as well, right? When I first got into doing it, I had to make a huge case for why we should even be talking about happiness. Why happiness was something that wasn't just a soft issue. Now I think that the shift has occurred where people realize being positive, being happy is crucial to our job success. But the next question is, how do we create it? How do we sustain it? So it can't just be a one-off introduction to happiness in somebody's life, or just tell people just choose it. You have to have ways of being able to get the leadership, as you were describing to me earlier, the leadership to buy in to how do we create greater levels of happiness? How do we get people at the individual level to choose it, to make it a daily part of their life, and then to bring it home? Because if you could create happiness at home, that filters into the happiness at work and vice versa. And the ripple effect that could be created by an employer could be impacting the school system, and schools could be impacting the employers.
Have you ever been working in Mexico before?
I haven't.
Have you ever worked in Mexico before?
I have worked there a couple of times giving talks to a couple of different organizations, and what I loved about it was that the receptivity to these ideas seemed to be so much higher, but also there seemed to be a focus on what I think is the most valuable, which is on social connection. I think that so often, even in academia, we get so focused on our individual pursuits and doing things for ourselves that we miss out on what really creates happiness, which is making others better. And the more that we can actually feel like we're in a community with other people at work or within our schools, that's the path towards happiness.
Great. Well, thank you, Shawn. It was amazing seeing you, working with you, being with you on the stage. Regresamos con ustedes, amigos. Gracias.